Sonia Citron mistaken for Caitlin Clark in fan interaction. Mystics rookie reveals her honest reaction. What's better than a fan-favorite 6-foot guard lighting up the league? Yep, two of them. Remember how Sonia Citron became the only guard besides Caitlin Clark this season to notch multiple 20-point double-doubles? By absolutely crushing the Dallas Wings. On court, they're eerily alike. Off it, they are practically twins, and a fan recently mistook one for another. It all started on 2025 draft night. When Sonia Citron walked onto the stage in April, she had everyone doing a double take. The 6'1" Notre Dame guard strolled out in New York with her long, loose hair flowing, a calm smile for the cameras. She had a sharp, composed stride that instantly turned heads. Within seconds, fans both in the arena and watching at home collectively froze with the same thought. Wait, did Caitlin Clark just walk the stage again? For a split second, it felt like the league's biggest star had been cloned. And it wasn't just the clean-cut look, it was the entire vibe. So when a fan mistook Citron for Caitlin Clark months later, we really couldn't blame him. I would say something weird happened when I got recognized because it wasn't me, Sonia Citron laughed when an interviewer asked about her strangest recognition moment. She shared, I was at a restaurant with my two best friends from Notre Dame in South Bend, and this guy came up to me and was super excited and was like, oh my goodness, are you Caitlin Clark? And he asked me if I could get a signature, a picture, and I was like, it's not me. In the fans' defense, the two stars even share the same middle name, Elizabeth. Now, Sonia might not be Caitlin Clark, but people surely admire her just as much, and Caitlin does too. That's why, when Captain Clark had the chance to draft her all-star squad, she didn't hesitate to grab Citron. The reigning roadie made it crystal clear why she has been a fan of the rookie guard for years. She said, I'm going to take Citron. Big fan of her game, been a big fan of her since she's been in college. And I've been telling everybody I thought she would be a tremendous player when she got into the league, and she hasn't let me down, so. And Caitlin Clark is spot on with her analysis. The 21-year-old Sonia Citron has been in stellar form for the Washington Mystics. She is averaging 14.6 points, 4.9 rebounds, and 2.0 assists per game while hitting 38% from deep. Also, during the All-Star weekend, she got to be the only rookie participating in the three-point contest. All of it while being on the floor, playing for Team Clark. Moreover, thanks to her striking resemblance to the Fever star, Sonia softened the sting of CC's on-court absence due to a groin injury. Although the two didn't share the court that night, Citron has teamed with Clark before, Caitlin Clark and Citron's first team up. On Between the Lines with Lisa Leslie, she said, yeah, I'm excited. I think we're young, we got a bunch of shooters, a little bit of everything. Just really excited to play with Caitlin, with Sabrina, with all the people on our team. Sadly, that wish of hers couldn't be fulfilled. However, she shared, I have played with Caitlin before, we both made the U19 World Cup team. The connection stretches back to the 2021 FIBA U19 Women's Basketball World Cup. There, Caitlin Clark led Team USA as the tournament's top scorer, 14.3 points, 5.3 rebounds, 5.6 assists per game, and earned MVP honors. Sonia Citron wasn't far behind. She was averaging 13.7 points, 7.3 rebounds, and 2.9 assists per game to join Clark in the tournament. It's no wonder the Indiana Fever already had their eyes on Citron well before draft night. She came into the league as number 3 overall pick by the Mystics. But even the Fever, holding the number 8 pick, debated whether to draft for need, a tall, floor-stretching wing, or simply grab the best talent on the board. Finally, they went with trading the number 8 pick to Phoenix in a 4-team deal that brought in veteran guard Sophie Cunningham. But it's noteworthy that Sonia Citron's name kept coming up, even though Caitlin Clark was already cemented as their franchise cornerstone. The Washington Mystics locker room buzzed with post-practice chatter. Gatorade bottles popped open, sneakers squeaked against the floor, and a light rhythm of laughter echoed between lockers. But one rookie, Sonia Citron, was unusually quiet, her expression suspended between amusement and disbelief. That morning, something surreal had happened. It was an early July afternoon in D.C., and the team had just wrapped a community event at a local rec center. After signing autographs, Sonia decided to stop by a nearby cafe, still in her practice gear, with a hoodie pulled over her head and earbuds tucked in. She didn't think twice when a teenager in an Iowa Hawkeyes t-shirt approached her, eyes wide, clutching a black Sharpie and a worn WNBA-branded notebook. "Oh my God! Caitlin Clark," the girl gasped. Sonia blinked. "Oh," she started, unsure how to handle it. "You're my favorite player ever," the girl continued breathlessly. Can I get a selfie? My brother's gonna die. Sonia hesitated. She didn't want to embarrass the kid. But before she could clarify, the girl had already snapped the selfie and was bubbling with gratitude. You're such an inspiration. I watched your 40-point game against South Carolina like 10 times. You're the GOAT. A smile tugged at Sonia's lips. Well, thanks, she said gently. But I'm actually. But the girl was already skipping away. Back in the locker room, Sonia recounted the story to her teammates, who erupted into laughter. You do kind of have that Clark swagger from a distance, joked Ariel Atkins. Long ponytail, sharp jumper. You should have signed her jersey. Sonia chuckled. I didn't want to burst her bubble. But in a moment of quiet reflection, Sonia admitted to reporters later that week how odd it felt, not in a bitter way, but in a very real, very human way. It's wild to be mistaken for someone else, she said. Especially someone like Caitlin, who's done so much to elevate the league already. I mean, that girl was so excited. For a second, I felt like I was inside someone else's shoes. When asked if the mix-up bothered her, she smiled thoughtfully. I think it's a reminder of where we are in the WNBA. We're still in that growing stage, where to a lot of fans, the face they know becomes the face they see. It's not about being upset. It's more about recognizing how powerful visibility is. People know Caitlin, and they want to connect with players like her. That's a good thing for all of us.